Only grown folks allowed. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hype the video up. Rapper Latto goes to the internet and announces that she's pregnant. And rumor has it that is 21 Savage. Now, allegedly, I'm not even going to say allegedly because it's been an industry rumor for the longest that her and 21 Savage had some things going on. So it's no surprise to see what's going on and what's happening now because when you mess with somebody for a long time, this is always a possibility. This is always a possibility, whether y'all are item or not, right? So in this case, with the public having their opinion in Lotto's situation in her revealing that she's pregnant, right? The opinions, the backlash, and the perspectives of her life and her choices is crazy, right? Because only thing I'm mad about Lotto being pregnant right now, nigga, is the fact that the baby ain't mine. That's the only thing that I'm mad about. I'm not mad that she's actually I'm mad that it ain't mine. Outside of that, long as the baby ain't her uncle's, her dad, or one of her cousins, I don't really see what the big deal is, right? Because if we understand that 21 has a situation where he's married to somebody, but we also know 21 in a situation where he almost got deported. So if you understand that situation, then you understand what type of umbrella 21 Savage was under and why he's in that situation. So apparently the wife and baby mama liked the actual post of Latto revealing that she's pregnant. So only two things can come of that happening, right? Either she being sarcastic or she really don't care. But let me ask y'all this. Why do y'all care more than she does is the question, because at the end of the day, Latto is her own individual, right? At the end of the day, Latto can pick and choose who her partner gonna be, and shouldn't nobody have a negative opinion towards who she deals with. That's her choice. This her baby. Like I said, I'm more mad than the fact that the damn baby ain't mine more than I'm flabbergasted, right? But to see all the comments on the internet under all these posts about her being a side chick, her being pregnant and being a side chick, and knowing about 21 and his marriage. That's all I'm seeing in the comments is, oh, she a side chick. She got pregnant. The nigga married. He got 3 kids. Right? Some of y'all moms ain't got a nigga right now. Some of y'all dads, soon as your mom told the nigga she was pregnant, he bounced out. To this day, some of y'all still got unpresent baby fathers around this bitch. Y'all act like Latto didn't mess with 100 niggas in the industry. This is one female that rapped about having one of the lowest body counts in the game. Y'all ain't noticed how no other female rappers can rap about having the lowest bodies in the game, but y'all worry about who she pregnant by? Like, what the fuck are we really paying attention to? Because one thing about a broad line about how many people she been with, right? In the hood, when a hood rat do that, and say she ain't did this and I only mess with 3 niggas. A nigga that didn't hit get to coming out the woodworks like cockroaches. I'm talking about from under pictures, under abandoned, condemned porches, project buildings. They call him from jail. They call him from the 5th floor at the hospital, all to let you know that he was one of them ones that hit, so she lying, right? We talking about an industry broad, and a bad one at that. If she had a high body count, the rappers would love to speak up on that being a memento for them, because she bad. Not only was she bad, is she bad, she was pretty before rap. A lot of these broads was not super pretty before rap. That's why they came in and got all these adjustments and shit, right? So once again, why we more worried? Why? Nah, not we, nigga. Why y'all more worried about her cootie cat than she is the real issue, because we looking at her like she's the bottom, like a bottom feeder, right? I'm seeing people really talk about her like she a bottom feeder. We also got to talk about Le'Veon Bell because he spoke on this situation too, and this is also he's not the only one that made these type of responses, right? But he's one of the biggest because he also has a voice and he's also an athlete, so he has a big following too. So him saying this speaks more volumes than the actual public because you don't have your voice only reaches so far, right? So your opinion only goes so far, right? So we got to get into that too because once again, why are we no, fuck that. Why is y'all more worried about her cootie cat than she is? Nigga, I got 3 baby mamas. I'm not at no time sitting back worried about what they doing with they cooter, right? They can sprinkle it upon the world, nigga, and I would give 0 fucks, right? Because it's theirs. I ain't with them no more. I no longer receive portions of this, right? So it's not my job to care. I care for my kids. So if it don't concern my kids, it ain't my concern, right? That's how it's supposed to go. So in this case with Latto, you have somebody being vocal about how they feel about her being pregnant by somebody that she ain't married to because he married to somebody else. So what Le'Veon Bell went on to say was Latto just announced she's pregnant by a married man with 3 kids and made it a part of her album rollout. And that's who today's women look up to. We're doomed. Now, a lot of people gonna agree with that, right? And in some instances, I would too, because this is a part of life that we don't need to promote to the young. And I'm saying that because we don't need, nigga, I got 2 daughters. I don't need my daughters who probably listen to her, right? To think that going to mess with somebody that has a marriage certificate with somebody else is cool for you. I want better for my daughters. If anything, I want somebody to take my daughter's hand and guide them through life the right way. I don't want them, you see what I'm saying? So no, I don't want them looking up to that part, but at the same time, Latto is a grown woman. She can do what she wants to do. So do I really think that this is glorifying to a lot of women that this is okay? No, not in its entirety. Maybe a little bit, but not in its entirety because it's just an unfortunate situation. Now, if 21 and his wife have a situation going on where they agree that they married, but this situation, they're married, but they're really not together. It's really a understanding based on his situation, then the opinions and people know this, right? Because I done seen it in the comments. So it's not like people in the public don't know this. I done seen it in the comments. People know 21 Savage's situation. Yeah, he might have kids with her. But if that's what the situation is, we know people right now outside in the hood that's married, that still live together, but they separated. They do their own things, but they might still be in the same house. We know people that's separated, but they're still legally married. They dating other people and ain't got no divorce. We know people like this. So what makes it irregular to see Latto attached to 21 Savage when 21 Savage's situation, we know what the situation is. Evidently, his wife knows what the situation is. She's in the likes. I ain't the smartest nigga in the book, right? But when it come to black women, they might like that bullshit at first. But they gonna get in that comment and tell you how they feel. Or they gonna make their own post. They gonna get on their own live. If they wearing their heart on their sleeve any kind of way, you're gonna know it. We would have knew it. Because he's married and because Latto is pregnant, no, he cannot just run off marry Latto because he got a baby with her. Because he's technically married. But I will tell you what this can make room for. This can make room for 21 Savage, even his marriage, getting a divorce, And let me know in the comments how y'all feel about what I'm about to say. Leave his marriage, get a divorce from his wife, and marry Latto. He been rocking with Latto for some years now. So they really locked in for real. So much so that he was comfortable with putting a baby in her, right? So we have to have an open mind to think that he would go as far because he cared enough about her, evidently. Marry her. Do y'all think that's something that could be in the near future because of the situation now? If he's caring about Latto, really what sense does it make to stay in this marriage when you know this girl that you with and you been rocking with, she been stamping him on herself for years. We gotta know that she would jump the broom with this nigga. We gotta know that. And I don't think when he leave his wife, he gonna leave her empty handed because for one, she been with him for a minute. They got kids and she stayed down. You can't do nothing but reward the people that stayed down in your life, bruh. And she stayed down no matter the circumstances. Look what's going on. At the moment, I ain't gonna, because I don't want to speak too soon, but at the moment, she's carrying herself a little bit better than most women that we know that's coming up out these hoods that come with a bucket of ratchetness, that come with a box of Band-Aids, some damage, and 100 different boyfriends that just broke them down prior to the nigga she with now. They act different. She's carrying herself a little bit unexpected. So we don't expect this. But I want to know what y'all think about that because I want to know, do y'all think 21 Savage would leave his marriage, get a divorce, get engaged to Latto and marry her? Because if that's what he needs to be good over here, doing it with Latto would be more a life decision than it would be a personal decision for itself. So he good over here. You see what I'm saying? Because at this point, nigga, if he packed up and moved and went back to the UK, Latto would go. So regardless how y'all feel, I'm not even gonna put me in it because the way y'all see it and the way I'm seeing it for what it really is. The judging y'all doing, we don't even know everybody. Everybody that comment and talk about her situation with 21 Savage, we don't know y'all life. Yo nigga probably at another bitch house right now cheating on you. But you in the comments on social media right now talking about Latto a side chick to a nigga cause he married with kids. And now that she pregnant, it make her look bad. Or worse than she already did. Cause to the public, if she was messing with 21 for all these years and knowingly knew that this nigga was married to the public, they look at her like she's a side chick, bruh. So they're overlooking the fact that the situation he's involved in right now might not be what it's supposed to be traditionally. It's more of an arrangement. And before we get out of here, I gotta show, kind of what Latto posted because she did kind of respond on the internet about the situation. So Latto got back on the internet and said, y'all be so loud with opinions on a life you don't understand. Worry about your own situation before typing mine. And I agree with that because one thing about social media, it made you people invest their time on social media into other people's lives so much so that you become more opinionated about what they got going on than you do of yourself and what you have going on in your personal life. You might have an auntie, a uncle, a mama, cousin doing these same things, and you're not going public on them about your opinion on them for doing the same thing she may be doing, but because it's Latto, because she famous, you gonna be judgmental about anything she does that you don't agree with, and that's where the internet comes in, and it's undefeated and you can't fight it, but as a celebrity you invite it into your life. You see what I'm saying? So your business becomes public to the public, and in return you have the public have an opinion on your life. You have the public having a perspective. Not only having a perspective, but they get very judgmental. And then that's when you get these responses like this. Y'all be so loud with opinions on a life you don't understand. That's the most important part of that whole part she just said. Y'all be so loud with opinions on a life y'all don't understand. Meaning, y'all don't even understand what's going on, but because y'all on the outside looking in, I'm pregnant, he with somebody else, and they married, but I'm pregnant. I look like a side chick to y'all. So that's what y'all gonna go with versus doing y'all research and really understanding that ain't what it is. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Cause I can see 21 leaving his situation and possibly getting a divorce in the future. Cause he could have that situation with Lotto. But once again, if he has that arrangement with his wife, I don't see 21 Savage being under no type of pressure to have to hurry up and make that type of decision because they comfortable in the space they in already. We don't know what kind of understanding 21 and Lotto got with each other. So while y'all fail to realize that and go with the narrative of the yes, he's married, but understand why he's married. Understand possibly why he got married, what the motive was, what was the real reason for him marrying that woman first before you just solely think about the fact that he's married. It's Africans over here right now, nigga. And they renting cribs with snow bunnies and they engaged to them and they marrying them and they getting permanent residence over this motherfucker. And shout out to them, because that's them doing what they need to do to get it done. And if somebody want to assist and help them do that, then that's on them. I'm just saying, 21 Savage ain't the only nigga in these type of situations that got these type of things going on, bruh. He might just be one of the biggest. Only Grown Folks Allowed, man. Only place you can come and get celebrity news and grown folk conversation. Because one thing about it's just like being at my mama house. Your kids couldn't be running around with grown folks in the living room because all the grown folks gonna tell you to get your ass in there. You see all these grown folks in here? Same rules apply over here. Now go hit that damn like button, hype this video up, subscribe to the channel, because we got some things coming up. I'm gonna be giving away some money. We playing live games. We gonna get the actual only grown folks community involved in a lot of this content too. So it's going to kind of be different over here because not only will I have a voice, but people that come and support the channel and subscribe to the channel going to also have a voice, because you might end up on the screen and get to be very vocal about how you feel about certain situations. Because over here, it's about grown folk conversation. I'm out. But before I get out of here, make sure y'all will see it up on the screen, but make sure y'all go check out the last video about Boosie's accuser, allegations backfiring on her, totally lied on him. Shout out to Boosie. I knew he wasn't the type of dude to even do that, so I never believed it. I didn't fall for the bait and drop false content and all of that, man. Make sure y'all go check out the actual episode. You know what I'm saying? Only Grown Folks Allowed. I'm out.